In part one of this two-part series on ankle and foot function and mobility, we focused on a little bit of rolling, a little bit of movement just to improve that ankle and foot mobility. Hi, this is John and welcome to part two. This time we're going to focus on the ankle and foot functionality. So shoes are optional. I have them on here. Really, going without shoes is not only optional, but it's kind of an advance, kind of the next step up, and only if you can do it pain-free. But it does allow for greater contact with the floor, greater proprioception, greater, just kinesthetic sensing of that foot and ankle contact and mobility. But let's start here. We have four things. Not going to use weight here, but pick up your toes, keep your knees a little bit bent. You're just going to walk around on your heels. That's about it. So you're working the front of the lower leg, taking the ankle and the foot maybe in a way that you don't think about, but they do move that way, of course, when you amble around in gait, in running and sprinting, in all kinds of movements. So like 30 seconds here. It's a great warm up. Like I said, keep a little bend in the knees. You can hold on to something. You can even modify it by just standing, holding on to something, going up and down as well if your balance is not quite right at this moment. Second thing, single leg deadlift. We're not going to use weight. Again, hold on to something if you need to. Pick up your right foot. Now, for those of you who are, really good athletes or in better shape, definitely hold on to some weights. But what we're doing is activating, and we'll do, just do like 10 to 15 of these on each side. So here's the technique. If you don't know it, if you're standing on your left leg, push that left hip back. Think about that extension in the left hip. The right leg, and I'll try to balance better as I look up and down, but think about pushing that hip back. That's braced. You'll feel the engagement in your hip. 10 of those one side, then switch to the other side. Find good contact between the foot and the floor. You may need to, like I said, hold on to something if you need to. You could hold a weight in the opposite side just to better replicate gait and the way your body moves, working across the body. So that engagement there in the hip, gluteus maximus, medius, minimus. You may feel some lengthening in the hamstring. Those muscles up there are key to gait, key to walking around, key to fully functioning feet and ankles. So about 10 of those each side, 10 to 15. Do as many sets as you want, 2 to 3, but definitely use this as a warm-up set. Last little movement thing. Come down to your hips like that. Here's the side V chair squat. Now from there, once you have good foot contact, raise your heels up. So it takes a little bit of balancing. You'll feel the lower legs. This is good for the ankles, the feet, and then just step out directly to the side. Your hands can be here, they can be out to the side, wherever you need for balance. But think about center of balance as well. Try to keep that good sort of half squat or chair squat position as you step out side to side. Not only will you feel the work in the outside of the hip, but you'll feel it in your lower legs, in musculature, and the mechanics around the ankle and the foot should be optimal here. Like I said, your heel is just a little bit off the ground. About 10 to 15 of those each way. Last little thing, active down dog. So start on all fours on the floor. Fingers spread wide. Come onto your toes. Push your hips back into what is often called the down dog position. And just walk it out a little bit. So pushing your chest towards your knees. Remember, good full contact between your palms and the floor. Fingers are spread wide. And just kind of walking it out, just like this. And you can do this. You can also push back, hold it some. You'll still feel that lengthening along the back of the leg and into the back as well. It's a great shoulder stretch in addition to helping you open up and activate the back of the legs, the feet, and the ankles. This is John. If you have any more questions, you can always reach out to me at john828@gmail.com or check out my YouTube channel, John Holly Fitness.